Just so hard to wrap your head around this one, the death that has rocked the rugby league world to its core, the sudden passing of the Cowboys premiership winning coach, proud Queenslander and of course champion player in Paul Green at the age of 49 last Thursday morning. So many people feeling the pain of this, few more than our friend and colleague Jonathan Thurston, who joins us on 100% Footy tonight. Evening, JT.
Grace.
Mate, thanks for coming on. I know this is a really tough thing for you to be doing so soon after the passing of your good mate. How are you holding up?
Yeah, it's been quite difficult. It's been a tough few days for everyone. Just a range of emotions going through me each and every day, and playing with the kids, and thinking of the good times that I had with Greenie, and then and then think that he's not going to be here ever again now, and I get sad. Think, how did it come to this? And yeah, just a full roller coaster of emotions. Been quite lucky to have a good support crew around me to help with this. It's difficult. It's been difficult on a lot of people, obviously, and yeah, my heartfelt condolences to Amanda and the kids. Still trying to get my head around it. It's still pretty raw.
Yeah, totally understandable, JT. We, of course, in the footy world, we know Paul Green as a player and as a coach. Can you give us an insight into Paul Green, the person that you knew so well?
Yeah, he's loved to bring people together. Loved to be, the life of the party. And whether it was for a barbecue or a glass of red, or being down in the park with the kids, he just loved being around people, and he was a very considerate person. Always wanted to know how you're doing, how you're feeling, what was going on in your life, and if there was anything that he could do to help you with that. He would do that. So he had a massive heart on him, and he was a high achiever in his life, and it's still quite difficult to understand how this has all unfolded. But I've got some amazing memories with him, and that's what I'm holding on to now.
JT, how important or how helpful can rugby league be to raise awareness for this type of thing, so we can hopefully limit some of these things happening in the future? Yeah,
I think rugby league has a huge role to play in society. Mental health doesn't discriminate. It can grab you and take you to a place that where you only feel like the only option is to go down that path and commit suicide. So I think for all of us, I think we need to start to, as not only as men, but in society, start, talking about our feelings. And, I'm sure everyone's got someone close that they can talk to about what's going on in their lives and what they're going through, and just to be there to listen to a friend. Or, I don't have all the answers, but, throughout my life, I've, reached out to someone professionally to help me with what's, been going on throughout my life. And this person's been able to give me building blocks to get me through what I've been going through. I understand that, people don't have a psychologist and things like that, but there are helplines out there that you can call, and hopefully, a GP that you can talk to about, getting a mental health check. Because like I said, the days or the mental health has really come to the forefront the last 10 to 15 years. And before that, it was an era of, she'll be right, mate. Well, it won't be right. It's not going to be right. We need to be, making, be there for our mates, and get them to talk about their feelings and what they're going through, and seek professional help if they need it. Like I said, the days have gone of Shelby wrote. Suicide's taken, far too many lives in this country, and we need to be able to talk about it.
JT, I can't tell you how important that message that you're heeding right there, and the way you're doing it too, with the heart as always on your shoulder, does mean probably so many people watching out there, mate. So as always, leading from the forefront. I know in such a time that you find it really hard to see clearly at the moment, mate, but thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Good on you, JT. And take care, mate. All the best to you and your family as well. And here at 100% Footy and the WWOS Sports family, we are thinking deeply too about the Green family as well. Just a quick one from you, Gus, on this. You've spoken on this show before about, and it happens in the media and in rugby league media, we're talking about coaching future all the time. And you've warned us before, we're playing with lives, we're playing with livelihoods. I've got to say, when I heard of the news last Thursday morning, I started racking my brain thinking about interviews we had with Paul Green on the show, questions I'd asked, and times when he was struggling, the team was struggling. I start second guessing everything I've done now.
Yeah, but in saying that, and I've heard people make that comment, I've heard it said about our game and these types of comments over the last few days in relation to Paul Green's situation. That's making a big assumption that was the reason why he took his own life.
No, absolutely. But what I'm saying,
it may have been totally unrelated.
Yes,
to what it was.
But it also was the fact that
token, yeah, I understand.
All these people in his life are saying we had no idea.
Where I am with this now, like thinking about it, and obviously reflecting on it. And I never knew Paul Green that well. I was nowhere near as close to him as a lot of the other people that have made comment. But having heard all the outpourings of grief and love and respect and accolades and the way people have spoken about him over the last 3 or 4 days. If he could somehow hear that now, do you think that would have made a difference?
Well, the hardest thing is we don't know. You try and go
But
back
that's what the questions are going to be.
Whatever it is that drove him to do what he did, in his own mind, right, had to be serious enough to reject all of that.
Which makes it so confronting. And
that's how devilish it is.
Yep.
I have personally known 7 or 8 mates, footballers, that have taken their own life over the last 40 years. Yeah. None of them with any indication whatsoever. None of them. None of them with any indication.
JT spoke about his own struggles in that, and it's even hearing that, it is a surprise hearing how much JT struggled throughout his career and having someone there for him. The life of a footballer and being in the limelight all the time, do people not appreciate how difficult that sometimes is? You've been through a lot as well, Gal, with some things off field with what happened at Cronulla and that Asada scandal. Do people not appreciate what life is like in the spotlight?
No, I don't. I don't think they do. I don't think they understand. They see the footballer up in the limelight playing in front of thousands of people earning a huge amount of money, and they think they should be able to handle it. The fact is, not all players can handle it, and they do go through some dark days. But I don't think people appreciate the amount of pressure and expectation that's involved in being a rugby league player.
Yeah, well said, Gal. And of course, we thank JT for coming on tonight as well. Stay with us. We do have some footy to talk in just a moment, but there's no more important time than right now to remind you of this initiative from the NRL.
Support, support, no one runs alone. It's important that we're always there in support of each other. Because when it gets tough, and it will get tough, just one offload. That's all it takes.
Oi, oi.
Hey.
You right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hey, if you need a chat or offload anything, I'm here.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Talk to me. What's going on?
Bro, just a lot of pressure on me at the moment, man.
One offload can change a day, or even a life. Search NRL State of Mind.